All right, hello everybody. Welcome to VR Master League Channel 1. And we're about to get started on the second day of our North American branch of the Snowflake Cup. So, on the cast today, I'm Palidore, being joined currently by SirDimwi, and I say currently because this is a long string of games, so, I'm sure you're going to see some other casters throughout the day as well, but, got us two for the moment, and we've got Oh Little Town of Echo versus Ain't Snow Rest for the Wicked. Great names, if not quite long. So, that said, the start of this tournament, Dimwi, gonna be good. Some great matches across the region so far, and North America, gonna be much the same, I think, today.
Well, there ain't snow rest for the wicked. Prezes don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. All right. Anyways, I love that song.
Puns are gonna grow on trees today. That much I can guarantee.
Yes, yes. But no, I'm excited. These are some names that some that are moderately familiar to me. Toki, I've seen around. AXE has been around for a minute. Trespassing has been around for a minute. And so, of course, mixed in with some newer names that I'm not so familiar with. So I'm very excited to see. Because one thing I've noticed in this tournament thus far is that a lot of these names that I don't recognize are surprising the hell out of me. I mean, seriously, they are so good, and it's. I'm still getting used to the fact that we've gotten so big because we all kind of got used to knowing everybody. And now we're getting to that point where people we haven't come across yet are playing at a level that we're not expecting them to. And it's really exciting. It's really exciting to see. It just makes me so excited for the future of the game. It makes me excited for VRML Season 3 coming up on January 4th. And yeah, it's just, so I'm really excited to see what these teams have to offer us today, especially given that, I'm not familiar with about half of these names, and I do expect them to surprise me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a good mishmash of familiar faces and new players in these ones, kind of half and half just about, it seems like. And yeah, it's something I'm glad to see. Something else I'm glad to see? Well, our sponsors here for this tournament, which includes VR Community Builders, of course, headed there by Hasko, doing a lot of the organizational work, and a fantastic job of it. So many participants and really carrying the load there, as well as it's YOLO Man, helping greatly on the Discord organize this tournament and the players and teams these past couple days especially. And as well, we have Rebuff Reality sponsoring some prizes in addition to Asterion Products, Facebook Horizons, Marineverse, and as well as Tower Tag will have some keys in the streams there for you throughout the day. So a lot of sponsors coming in as our stocking stuffers, as I believe Hasko called it, for these little prizes here to distribute. And these prizes as well, I should mention, it's not an all winner takes all type of thing. It's for the community. We have MVP awards, good sportsmanship awards, team name awards, and you're gonna kind of see how those distributions unfold a little bit later on in the stream, as Haskell will be here to announce that. But that said, round one now underway, so Dimwi, to you.
Well, I wanted to say right quick as we get started here with AXE so getting stuffed over there on the far side. I believe that was Boogie serving that stuffing there. But some intrigue. And I know, this isn't something, this isn't privileged information that I happen to find anywhere. I saw it with my own eyes. I logged into the Facebook Horizons business there over on the Quest 2, and I happened to see an Echo bot. So it was a bot named EchoBot, and it was moving around in Facebook Horizon. So I don't know what it was there for. That's not privileged information. I just happened to see it in the lobby. I don't know what the purpose was, but I'm really curious. That was a while ago, so I'm curious if something's going to happen there. As we get a great setup there, trespassing to Bless right behind the goal to pop that one in for our first two of the game. Just about a minute in.
Yeah, great start on that passing play. Gotta love it, trespassing. And he was passing, and that was a blessed play. There you go. But Oh Little Town of Echo, they were unnamed up until about 5 minutes ago. Name courtesy of Hasko there. So not 70-some teams in North America playing in this cup, and love a lot of these names. And Hasko coming up with that one, so I approve. But that said, Boogie up in the top, gonna have it snagged by Beast. Ooh. And Beast, couldn't convert the shot and punish on that turnover he caused.
Yeah, he was. That was such a big opportunity. You know, he tasted that. You know, he felt it when it dinged too. You know, there's those where you get those opportunities and you're not able to capitalize on it. It can really hurt. That shot, trespassing is going to capitalize on that one right there. 32 meters out, good for the 3. And 8 snow rest for the Wicked is up by 5.
And Tress wasn't only passing, he was Tress dancing off of that celebration after the goal. Nice hit off the backboard. 5 points up at 2 minutes in.
Now we'll be little town of Echo with that Joust advantage. Quentin is going to send that to the near side tube there to Toki. Toki now moving through, going to send a beautiful pass there across the AXE Beast, who's going to try to send it back to Toki, but it hits the star block there. So will be a turnover going to be picked up by Bless there in the bubble. Bless going to get that one cleared out, try to clear it out to that far side too, but it hits the station block. Trespassing is there to pick that one up, clear it the rest of the way down, all the way down into that bubble. Flat bounce off the back wall. Toki's going to get there first and invert on the ceiling. That's the second time I've seen a player in this game, and it's one player on either team that has done it. Who've collected that disc up near the ceiling and immediately inverted to use the ceiling as a floor. And that's one of those times when people ask, what's the point of inverting? That's one of those times you will get it's not a major advantage. You get a minor advantage juking on the ceiling, using it as a floor rather than a ceiling.
Yeah, well, for sure. Depending on the players, I would argue at times more of a moderate advantage even. I mean, kind of, see, for you guys at home who might not understand, do a little exercise for me. Get up and reach way above your head and see how that feels, as if you're trying to contest someone above, and now look below and try and contest someone at your feet, as Toki gets a goal here. You can see, one way, a lot more natural feeling. The other way, which is to say, reaching above you, I mean, you have to crane your head, you have to really outstretch your arms, it gets a little bit rough, and that's why you see a lot of players in the league using that inversion to their advantage to make defenders reach above, or meet them halfway by inverting themselves, which again is a trick in its own. So yeah.
Yeah, and that was always the only answer I really had when I was playing on defense. If someone was coming in on the ceiling, playing inverted, I believe I think it was Far was the first one to do it to me. But Boogie with an opportunity there, it's going to ding off the backside of the post. And yeah, if it wasn't Far, it was somebody. Actually, the first person to do it to me was Lemming. But the first person to do it to me in a setting where, I was, I was prepping for it. I was in that, in that mind space to actually figure out a response to it. I'm pretty sure it was Far, and if not Far, it was somebody similar to Far. And yeah, I started inverting myself, and that's how I would suggest to deal with it on occasion on defense there as a trespassing opportunity. Ooh, it's gonna hit that one for a 2. That was was that a 1v2? Yeah, the defender on him. That's, you see, that's another minor advantage. It took the defender an extra like half a second to get that stun off because the head wasn't in the location that he was typically used to.
Yeah. And I want to point out too, during that play with Blessed or Bless, either way, I'm just in a Christmas spirit, but over on the midfield, some 1v1ing to kind of break away and kind of help enable trespassing to get the walk-in eventually, uncontested. That said, a lot of contesting going on from trespassing, the aforementioned, finding Blessed on the barrier for the cut. Doesn't need the pass, just gets it past the goalkeeper instead. And that is a 7-point advantage the way of blue.
And we're seeing a lot of these pocket shots coming through, particularly trespassing. Trespassing has been hitting that pocket on most of his shots because he is shooting on goalies, and that's one of those things you got to do to get by the goalies, hit those pockets.
And as they launch out here for blue, and then ain't no rest for the Wicked, that is to say, well, they got the nice advantage so far, and yet again a turnover cause. So for Little Town, just struggling to really control that disc too much amongst the very brisk and brawny defense that's being shown by blue team, by Snow Rest.
There's a good reset to the back line. Actually, they have a player even further back, so maybe that player further back puts a push in, because what they kind of did there, you see it play out as that chain really effective. Now, of course, it does kind of work out that it does find Master Squid there on the back line, but they were effectively playing a 3-on-4 there, setting up for a 3v4 there on that offensive attack, because they only had the 2 players in the striker position, 1 player in the backliner position, and then they had their 4th player deeper back, further back than the actual backline. Now, what you saw play out was they lost it, and it was that further backline player. Ooh, a no-look shot there, back. What was that? A backhand backside shot off of the anchor on the nest there to go off the backboard. Beautiful shot from Toki.
Yeah, Toki, great conversion, just softly off that backboard, but hit the right spot for it. Over to Twitch chat real quick, seeing people stopping in, Yellow Man and Hasko as well as Sheep's Knuckles. Yeah, shout out to, and again, Hasko and Yellow for doing a lot of organizational work here, and see Sheep's shouting out Lemming. That said, trespassing here with the disc is going to be very, very contested by Beast. Some nice brawls will cause a turnover back to the other end, and even though that was a fairly decent shot attempt, there was a goalkeeper way, way back there. And now it's going to just go back to Boogie for this pass attempt into the bubble.
Now grab there by Quentin. Uh-oh, headbutt. He's going to lose that one, but only for a moment. Toki's going to pick that one up. Toki looking to get that one cleared. Not quite out, but does make his way to mid there. Where AXZ Beast will pick it up. Beast going to send this one in on a kind of a dump into the bubble there, where trespassing off a chain is going to have no trouble collecting that one, but he's going to have a little bit of trouble clearing it out. Does recover it, though, and does get it through that near side, too, but right there in the hands of Kotetsa. Kotetsa going to send this one across there to Toki. Toki looking to send it in. That goal was empty there. I didn't even notice the goalie had come out. That Toki sends that one in from 16 meters out. Good for the 3. They're within 1.
I don't think Ain't No Rest recognized that they had a goalie out either, at least not in time. They were trying to retreat, couldn't get it, so nice assist there. I mean, Kotetsa finding Toki, and Toki doing the dirty work and finishing that play. Just like that, it's a 1-point game, and 2 minutes left here in the first round, and still plenty of time to burn for either team to start pulling ahead again.
You know, Toki picking the pocket, sending this one in deep. Oh, it's just going to hit the top side of that cone. If it hadn't, we're talking a difference of maybe an inch there. It might have gone in. And there, another sneaky shot there from Beast on the left from the left shoulder. Goes a little bit wide, and now it's going to turn over to trespassing with it now. Toki trying to apply some pressure. Trespassing trying to get it out, but it takes an ugly bounce there. And now a turnover there. AXZ Beast with it. AXZ as Quentin cutting in. He has Toki to the right. One-on-one against a goal. You know, actually, Quentin going to defer there to Toki. Toki look for the backside shot. They were trying to coordinate a 3 there. Did not work out. And now it's going to be Master Squid getting that slap out of the bubble.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, you know, trying to back pass it there and give it into the hands of maybe some, you know, reliable shooters on his team, and you know, just figuring he had confidence in his players who definitely are doing a good job there, but either or not gonna pan out for them, unfortunately. So with 1 minute left, let's see if that proves costly in the scope of this round, as Beast is just gonna bounce that off the wall, and an attempted clear that ends up being a loss in the trap for a brief moment before the tap into bubble.
And at this point, you know, Ain't No Rest for the Wicked is just trying to run that clock down at the very least. You know, it'd be nice for them. It would be nice if they got some points to you know, get that ice at the end of this round here, as they are only up by 1. But at the very least, they just run that clock. They can still get the victory here, as Toki is going to turn that one over. Actually, AXZ Beast picking it up after Toki got stunned out. Beast looking to send this one in. They have 28 seconds here. 28 seconds down by 1 as they go on offense.
Yeah, and some good boosting there. Quentin had a punch boost as well as Beast there getting onto the other end, but having it stolen, and that again could be costly, especially with this boost from Bless. So that goal is covered, but won't matter. They're gonna close it out. So Bless 11-8, and Ain't No Rest. Well, indeed, they were Ain't No Blessed.
Yeah, Ain't No Rest for the Wicked is going to take round 1 here, 11-8 over O Little Town of Echo. And I mean, what a well fought game here. Now it was Ain't No Rest for the Wicked did take an early lead in this round 1, but O Little Town of Echo really started mounting that comeback later on in the round there, almost getting back there. There was 8-9 for it was a good solid 3 minutes there, I do believe, and then it wasn't until that last 11 seconds that Ain't No Rest for the Wicked was able to get that ice goal there to close out that first round.
Right.
And I apologize, Palidore. I got to abandon you for a second. I got to step away for just a moment, but I will be back, buddy.
Okay. That's okay.
Well, I'll be right back.
All right. So Dimwi taking an intermission along with the players here in the 60 seconds. Not a problem. So that gives me time to, well, take a look at, again, the stats. I mean, on the whole, a pretty good effort there from trespassing and Bless. You see the offensive load, you know, being carried by them, but just the same, you had Master Squid and Boogie helping enable. I mean, look at that, Squid with a couple saves, Boogie with a save as well, and 12 stuns. I mean, that, you know, not every team, you know, sometimes you have jack of all trades type thing. Sometimes you have more defined roles. In this case, definitely allowing a couple of the players to score. The other two players just playing more of the enablers, and those are important as anything in the scope of a game. You know, just everyone knowing what they can do to be most effective at any given time of a match, and that's super important. That said, gonna go to the next round already, so pardon me, can't get to the other stats, but I'll get that really soon as we get the launch on the second round here. 10 minutes on the clock, one victory up for Ain't No Rest, but Little Town of Echo with initial possession potentially, but it's just gonna go back to Blessed instead. And with that, up to the top, going to be picked off by Kotetsa, but Boogie gets it back again, sends it over now to Trespassing. Trespassing, just waiting for his players to space out and line up a bit. The coverage here from Little Town, seeing if they can cause some noise, make a little sound, if nothing else, on the defensive end. But Bless getting it once more, some jukes around that wall, around the Giro, and into the goal, but oh no, it's Beast sending it way out of there, and now splitting off 3 different players for Little Town, trying to get to the other side fast, but the coverage already back in place. Doesn't matter, maybe, and it will. Trespassing, sending it back out to the intercept though from Beast, back to the shoulder up high, taking it down, but another save Trespassing, and another pick off here by Quinton this time. So good positioning by Quinton, good pass to Toki, better pass there to Kotetsa, to the backboard, but stunned out, and that is tough goings.
The number, I've been back for about 30 seconds of this first, or well, actually now about a minute of this first round, and I did see the number of stops we saw, clutch stops in the goal on both sides there was very impressive. Both teams stopping, both from scoring. We're a minute and a half in. This is still scoreless. Looking a little bit different than that first round. Both teams really kicking up the defense, particularly in goal, and now it's going to be Boogie here setting it up for Ain't No Rest for the wicket, sending that one across there. Trespassing on the far side. Trespassing going to juke around on the floor a little bit, try to go up high, but it hits that post. Now going to bounce a little bit wild, but he does recover it there on the far side.
All right, now a good pass there, Blessed, good positioning, and look, just winds it right around. Could have gone kind of either way to trick out the goalie. Decided to take it up front, and they are indeed up front, 2 points.
Yeah, so we'll be a Little Town of Echo here with this joust advantage. Now, currently down by 2. That was almost 2 minutes scoreless in this first round as they come out here. Of the tube, it's going to be Quentin sending that one to the near side tube. Uh-oh, hits the trap block there. Bless sending this one in deep, but great coverage there by Quentin. And that's what you got to do. Sometimes, you know, you send that disc out into a place you don't intend to. It gets turned over. Your primary goal in that moment should be to get in the lane, as Quentin did, and now Trespassing, going for an empty net there. That one's going to go quite wide, and Toki trying to track that one down. Toki with a good stun there on Trespassing, gets that turnover, and now going to try to turn this one around for his team.
Yeah, Toki is just so crafty around there amongst the tall trees, the defenders, but bouncing back off, and there's Toki just in the right place. Takes a break, that is to say, makes a break, and now tries to take it over into the tunnel, but it's instead taken over by Blessed, who had some good shots earlier on, seeing if he can get another one going, but instead it's just going to be up to the stacks to recover this, and Boogie does.
So Boogie there with it, trying to make some time there. He was under pressure by 2 players, couldn't figure out where to send it. So it ends up just going wild. They're going to find a twin on the near side too. Beast with it, but the Beast is going to get tracked down there by Blessed. And takes exception to that one. As Blessed is going to send this one up. Nice little pass there to Boogie. Boogie now just going to forward this one in, trying to get it. Oh, it does connect with Trespassing. Goal is open. He hits it for the 3. What a setup there. What a sequence of passes all the way up. I mean, those were... You know what that reminds me of is like a trapeze act or a balancing act of where you're about to fall over. You know, like in Tony Hawk, where you're trying to hold your combos together with the I forget what they're called, but you know you ride along with your only on 2 wheels. Anyways, yeah, that was impressive, and I'm talking way too much.
Did someone say Tony time? Or just Tony Hawk? In any case, up top, it's going to be taken here by Blessed. We've seen this before. It's splitting off, though, on the train. Let's see if they can get the wheels going, and indeed, they continue to burn. What? 7 points.
That right there is exactly how you're supposed to use a Joker train. You see, it was only for a moment, and it wasn't even a train. What they were really doing was just using the friendly player as an anchor to juke away from the defender. that is how Joker tends to use it now. Though you only use it to attempt like in the bubble right before someone, just so someone gets a little extra space for a shot on goal. And they used it there. I've seen Joker. Oh, that was something. But it doesn't pay off. So or it might here. Oh no, that was a very ambitious shot on the goalie. Master Squid having no trouble there getting a hand on that one.
Just a little homage to Star Wars, I guess. You know, the warp speed, but coming in now with some speed on the shot. Oh, that's nasty.
Oh my.
Blast. Yep, counting the lucky stars and shooting for them as well. 10 points.
You know, I remember I was in might have been Seal with Saluna, and she was practicing that shot. So I gotta wonder, was that on purpose?
Well, okay, so it is a shot you can go for, but in that case, I'm not sure it was the purposeful thing to go for. I've seen Oculus Satyr take that shot. In fact, he's taken it on me a couple times in pubs back in the day. But in any case, off here, it's going to be retrieved by the orange stacks. Quinton gets stunned out, but it will be Toki the recovery. Not for too long. Trespassing's therefore it clears successfully past the midfielder.
Yeah, look at that clear all the way down, but it is going to take that flat bounce off the shoulder block. You hate to see those because they come right back to center. And that does result in that turnover there as Toki's going to pick this one up, turning it around. 4 minutes remaining on the clock here in round 2. This is a 10-point lead to Ain't Snow Rest for the Wicked. It's a minimum of 4 goal difference. Possibly 5 as Toki's going to send this one in, but teammate was not looking for it, and that's going to immediately turn over to trespassing. With just under 4 minutes to go, this is going to get cleared out of the Ain't Snow Rest for the Wicked zone.
All right, so Quinton sending it over to Toki, just outside the reach, but there are 3 players here, teammates for them. There's Kotetsa, the right idea, but same for Blue. They knew how to read that pass and get it done, so right back out to the midfield. It's going to be taken by Quinton.
Ooh, Quinton tried to send that one away, but it went off of the head of trespassing, and so just floated out towards mid, which turns over there. This is going to go into the bubble. They're looking at a 2-on. No.
Ooh.
That didn't make any sense.
A 2-on goal, maybe it was.
No, I was trying to say a 2-on none, but at the same time, they ding that that behind the back shot, and my brain just went no.
Well, that's fair. Well, in any case, I'm sure for them they were thinking much the same, but at the very least, they still got the recovered goal at the end of the day. So hey, points are points, and they made their point.
They did make their point, but now it's good. Master Squid there, getting a pickup on that one, trying to clear it out, going to take a bounce off the lip. But Blessed, no trouble there, picking that one up. 2.5 minutes to go here, still a 12-point difference. And trespassing was eyeing up that lane, but there is a goalie. It looks like they're playing Quinton really deep right now. Quinton is not leaving the goal, but he's not going to let them get any of those empty net threes here. As Blessed picks this up, looks like he went for an ender. Got stunned out nonetheless, and they get slapped away from the bubble.
Yeah, set up that little volleyball spike on the clear practically as Beast takes it away. Has some teammates cutting right towards that goal to maybe bother the goalkeeper, but instead a bothersome roll back into the midfield as it takes a pass from to Beast, and Beast now maybe eyeing that backboard area. Indeed he is, and there's the shot for their first couple points. But is it too late is the question. Less than 2 minutes left.
Yeah, this is, well, it's not technically too late. We do still technically have enough time, I do believe. 1:40, minimum of 4 goals. You know, that's about a minute. It's going to be really tight. They're going to have to score basically immediately off of every drive. It looks like they were trying to there. They came out with speed, trying to disrupt that quarterback play, but no. Now it is going to turn over here. AXE Beast with it. Beast going to try to send that one through the near side tube. Good bounce pass to the teammate. Toki can't quite get there, so it's just going to float its way to the far side wall where that blue chain will try to get there. They do get there ultimately. Now it's going to be a bit of a scrum for it. Good slap there by the teammate. I believe that was Bless, who slaps it all the way into the little town of Echo zone, where Quinton will pick it up. And with a minute to go here, we are out of mathematical time. This will be round 2 and the game going to Ain't Snow Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah, with a wicked good game to be sure. Very effective here, especially in the second round. Now, that first one, Little Town did really good job. I mean, just a narrow defeat, but couldn't really find their bearings here in the second. So, yeah, it will be a takeaway without too many issues in round 2 for Ain't Snow Rest for the Wicked.
And it looks like they're going for one more here. Going to pass across there to trespassing. Who was on the boot, wasn't able to handle that one. Boogie now with it. Boogie looking to send that one across. Bless was calling for it. Does ultimately pick it up, but it's going to be a scrum once again. Toki getting there. He's going to get stunned out there by Boogie. Boogie now going to pick this one up. Boogie going to try to go off the backboard there, but Quentin not going to let that one happen, and a ding. So it's going to get cleared out. 14 seconds to go here, but they're right in the hands of Master Squid, and it looks like we're about to end the round here. One more opportunity for 8 Snow Rest of the Wicked.
Oh, not again.
Was that Blessed again? No, that was Boogie that time, I do believe. So, yeah, but it will be 8 Snow Rest of the Wicked. Going to take round 2 and the game. Round 2, 12-2.
All right, so yeah, with that, I'm gonna go to the score screen here in a second, courtesy of Ignite, IgniteVR.gg, excuse me. Always appreciative towards them. And with that, they will advance. Trying to verify right here exactly where on the brackets we are. So many games, 7 of them, in fact, on stream today. So, yeah, the result of having 70+ teams in the NA tournament for Snowflake Cup, it is mighty, mighty massive, but that's okay because we're here to cast all that we can.
Yeah, and just what a good game there from those guys. You got 14 points to trespassing. That's a game high. You also picked up 3 saves. Look at the saves across the board for both teams. That was, I said it after I got back at the beginning of this round that we saw a lot of really good stops and goal. You've got 3 saves apiece to trespassing and Master Squid, 1 save apiece to Blessed and Boogie, then 5 saves apiece to AXE Beast and Quentin, and a save on the board there for Kotetsa. So, I mean, that is an exceptional amount of defense we're seeing from both teams. Also, assists across the board. You also got Toki with 8 points, Kotetsa with 2 points there, and Blessed with 9 points. That was a very, very, very competitive game. Some exceptional talent we saw in this one. And, yeah, I'm really satisfied with the game we just witnessed.
Yeah, for sure. And that said, we're going to get pretty immediately into the next match, it looks like. Have some invites prepared, so just a brief intermission, and we will be back around the bend, so you guys do stay tuned. All right, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the stream. Getting into this next match here between Forced Marriage and Eggnog Warriors. So with that, I'm Palidore here for VRML, joined by SirDimwi, and we are starting, yes, indeed, to the first round. And launch underway. Okay, so we continue on here in the Snowflake Cup, and thank you guys all there in the Twitch for joining us.
Yeah, thank you everybody for joining us today. We got over 50 people watching at the moment, which is pretty awesome for a Sunday today. Wet Taco gonna get the hand on that one. So it's Dark, Cool, Wet Taco, Cool Master, and Baby True there on Forced Marriage, and then over on the right there, Eggnog Warriors, Hyena Dragon, who was serenading us with his voice earlier. As Bomber Blast brings that one in. Also with Spank and Callan, who are well-known VRML players, have been around for quite a few years themselves.
Yeah, kind of mentioned it earlier, you know, it's a good mix here of, you know, kind of 50-50 in terms of each match, seeing some vets, seeing some rookies, or just newer players in general, of course with all the growth in Arena, so it's a nice mixture to see for sure, and seeing how they all mish and mash as teams, getting off to an admittedly pretty chaotic start here, but there's a very efficient and fast stack to attack for Callan.
Yeah, this is gonna be in one of those games where, you know, you've got Spank and Callan, who probably, you know, I don't know that they've been on a team together, at least not recently, but they're two players that have played together generally for a really long time, and so you're gonna find that sort of cohesion that we were seeing with the Law and Vanzy the other day with that third teammate of theirs who's just now escaping me, but I remember I was saying he's slotting in like he's one of them. But I can't remember who. Oh, long shot there. That one's gonna ding. But we're gonna see some speed here from Eggnog Warriors that might be difficult for Forced Marriage to keep up with at times.
All right, well, Baby True trying to get that clear, but instead it's intercepted by Callan, so they got another chance at it here. I can hear some of the comms as well coming through. Stop! Try and stop the three. It's not gonna happen when you're going against Callan, because you know what? That backboard spot. Usually from the bottom, granted, but even from the side there, he just loves to hit that, and he does it with consistency.
Yeah, and that was Kong in the chat verifying that it's a Spank and Callan are now on a team together. Also, Andy responded to my ping. But Wet Taco now handling this one here for Forced Marriage, sending that one in to Baby True. Baby True, long ambitious shot there. What a grab by Bomber Blast. What a stop. That was, you gotta respect the stop like that, although it turns right back over.
Oh, I was gonna say the stop was pretty bomb, but then, well, he dropped in the 2-point bomb. There's Dark with the first 2 points here for Forced Marriage.
Yeah, that was just, you know, it's one of those, those are hard to, when you're on defense and you think you have the disc cleared, and you start clearing out to start chasing it down to start progressing forward, and it's actually a turnover. It's so hard to get back in the position, and that's kind of what we saw. The bubble was cleared out. The goalie was still in goal, but he had there was no help around him. It was basically a three on one. As that long shot is going to ding off, but now an opportunity. Bomber Blast coming in. Ooh, taking that shot. You know, that's one of those shots that I find myself taking quite frequently, coming in under the goal like that, hooking it real hard, coming up wide, and sending it to the top side of the goal. It was a beautiful shot there from Bomber Blast.
Yeah, it certainly was. Showed some defense, showing some offense now. 6:30 to go still here in this round. And out on the joust, a lot of brawls coming out here on that stack. There's Spank and Dragon separating out, and let's see if they'll be able to recover. Nope, because Spank is there to just deny and maybe supply a goal, instead bouncing back towards him.
You know, we've seen so many long shots so far in the first 4 minutes of this game, and most of them have gone a little bit wide. As Spank is going to get that one from Bomber Blast, sending him for the 2, take that lead up to 9 here, 11-2. But we've seen so many of those. It's only a matter of time before they start hitting them, and we see a few back to back. Yeah, because we're seeing a lot of empty nets here now. I expect by round 2, those empty nets aren't going to be as common. I think they'll start shoring up those defensive backlines. But for the rest of this round, I think is it going to be this one here? No, Spank's going to go just a little bit.
About to say not again. We saw that in the last smash as well, off the top corner, granted, but nearly floating on in. Still be Spank with a takeaway, sends it over to Hyena. Dragon recognizing the comms from Callan, recognizing the spot up on the clock, but not quite on time on the goal, so we'll be back into the top trench as Baby Truce laps it through.
So that one all the way down, Spank ducking one as he picks that one up. Now the chain's coming right back for him, but he does get that pass off. Beautiful pass there to Callan. Callan now moving in with Bomber Blast below him. Going down to Bomber. Nice pass there. Bomber picking it up. Bomber using that Geo to give himself a little bit of extra time, but it takes a little bit too much time as once that chain was over that Geo, they were coming right for him. He needed to get that pass off, and now that's going to be stun up there. Turnover, long shot. That one's another one that's just going to go a bit wide, bounce off the shield, and back toward bounce back towards that far side trench.
Gotta give a little call out as well to Taco and Dark, who's kind of following them on the cameras for the last couple sequences. Their stack was mighty efficient there, getting end to end with some speed. There it is again from Taco and Baby this time. There will be a successful clear, gonna maybe bounce right off that barrier and just open up a setup for a boosted player had they gotten there, but instead it will be Callan with the recovery over to Spank and some shields attempts and actually maybe a steal attempt.
Oh, what happened there? I gotta watch this back on the stream because Spank got that shield up, dropped the shield, but somehow got the stun off anyways. Now shot there. That was an ambitious shot on the goalie, especially from that angle. You're giving the goalie way too much advantage there to shoot on the goalie at that angle, but he went for it anyways. It's going to find its way down into the orange zone here. Wet Taco gets it, sends it to mid. Bit of a dusty there. Bomber Blast is going to recover it. Bomber Blast not moving in, gives his teammate a little boost there. Going to pull that defense to him. Good pass to Callan. Callan has a lane. Ooh, going to go for that anchor shot. It's going to go a bit high as the goalie comes out with the defender. And now the defense starting to stack up a little bit too much here in the bubble. And an unforced error, as you like to say. They're breaking that one up, but still another opportunity here. Bomber Blast coming in. Bomber Blast juking one, sending it in. He is going to get that one in for the two. And they're going to take an 11-point lead.
Yeah, it was kind of a power juke almost. Really, what's the word? Kind of jerky with the movements. It was just snap and boom. Right, went right in for the finish. Wasted no time after getting the defender out of their shoes, essentially. So with that, a 13-2 advantage still going to be had here as it gets sent into the blue side where it's recovered by Callan again.
So Callan going to carry it on that far side. They're looking at an empty goal. He's going to go ahead and send this one in, and he does get it. As Wet Taco was trying to get back to the goal area, but Hyena stunned him out to keep that lane open there for Callan. And that was the one that broke the ice. I think for the final 3 minutes here, we're going to see a couple more of those.
Yeah, definitely a hot shooter on any given day. And like I said, really does love favoring the bottom backboard shot a lot of the time, but I've seen plenty enough of them in VRML across the last couple of seasons as well to know that anywhere on the floor, really, if that goal is open, he's going to make it a very, very high percent of the time. As might get another shot. Talk about high percent, but no, they can't actually converge on the disc, at least not the first try.
And Callan there with it, trying to send it to Hyena on the nets there. Hyena not able to get a hand on that one. Hyena does ultimately track it down. Going to duck one, but he still gets stunned out, trying to send that one back. But it will be Cool Master Coop picking that one up, trying to send it out to that near side tube, but Spank intercepts it. So another turnover there. Spank going to send it back to Callan on the back line. Callan sending this one back into Spank. Spank looking for a cut pass. And he does have a player set up there on the nest, but once again, that nest pass goes just a little bit wide. And Hyena once again tracks it down, sending it back to Callan on the back line.
I think Callan may be expecting some cuts here. That time the cut was there, but not quite within the reach, unfortunately, as they do try and get yet another rebound. So continuing to just bombard them, if nothing else. Fitting with Bomber Blast in the area with the disc now and the attempt, but not making it doesn't matter because Callan is right there, just gift wrapped assist essentially, intentional or not, it came right to him.
Yeah, that was that's a matter of positioning. You got to be spread out. You got to be in. You want to be sending the disc to places. Or rather, you want to be positioned in a place where if somebody does take a shot and they do miss, you're in a good position to pick it up. Or if there's certain ways you can position yourself that are favorable to errant bounces. And although we have an opportunity here, we're looking at a 2-on-2, 4-on-2. Oh, what a stuff there by Callan! That's you're not going to be able to challenge Callan too often. And Callan comes away with that one, sending this one deep in, going to bounce off the shield and back towards mid.
Yeah, again, I mean, offense and defense now from Callan. He's going all out at the moment, having a really effective game, to say the least. And with 30 seconds remaining, it will be a solid victory secured here for the Eggnog Warriors, it would seem.
Yeah, with a 16-point lead, I don't know if 20 seconds is going to be enough
Probably not,
for a comeback. But yeah, so it looks like maybe one more long shot here. That one's going to go far wide. Maybe get a lucky bounce in. No, stay wide. It's going to be a bit of a race for it, but no, Dark gets there first. Misplays it. Wet Taco gets a slap, and that'll be the end of round one. 18-2 in favor of Eggnog Warriors. And what I'm interested in is the possession time. Yeah, wow. Okay, Eggnog Warriors has 4 minutes in possession time to just a little bit over 2 there for forced marriage. Also 16-5 shots taken, 5-1 assists. Though interesting, saves are 4-4. What that tells you when you're talking about 16 shots to 5 and 4 saves to 4. Those saves over there on Eggnog Warriors are every single one of them are clutch saves.
Yeah.
When you're saving 4 out of 5, that's what 80% of the shots. Every single one of those are clutch saves. That's 16 points. That is a minimum of 16-point difference, and that is the exact difference between the lead there between Eggnog and Forced Marriage.
Yeah, and gonna have to make up some difference now in the second round. I mean, I'm not. Somehow they're gonna have to put a stop on what Callan is doing and really filling up the stat sheets. I think if they can get some coverage on him and just kind of deny those good looks that he's been getting, because he's gotten quite a few of them, that'll give them a better chance for forced marriage here going into the second. That said, over to Twitch just briefly. See, I'm not hair clip with a follow a little bit before this match started, so appreciate that. I see Haskell and in there, Tiny Texan, Bad Elmo, Sheep's Knuckles, Super Buddy, and also heard people mentioning in there at some point, talking about the apparently 21 meter per second shot there from Callan. I believe I know what play you were talking about. I didn't actually look at the thing, but it was a dunk attempt, right? Or something like that. In any case, round 2 is underway.
I know some in the chat said it wasn't a dunk, but it was probably one of those that was so close to the goal, like he released it, like less than a meter away. But Hyena Dragon there with that one, recovering that, sending that one in. Excuse me, to Spank, but Spank turns that one over to Wet Taco. Does get this one cleared back into the Eggnog Warrior zone here. Deep in. It will be picked up by Baby True, who gets stunned out. Wet Taco's there to recover. Wet Taco sending this one into, Dark. And Dark is going to... looks like an incidental slap out of the bubble there.
Yeah, it could have been a shot attempt. It was a tight angle, but just given the speed that the slap came through, I could only imagine it was probably a shot. But yeah, it will be a recovery here nonetheless, and maybe another shot. Much slower than that last one we saw. Doesn't matter because it is wide open, and that's 4 meters a second on that 3-pointer.
4 meters a second. As a defender, you hate seeing those go in, because you saw a couple of the defenders on that angle were just cutting in, just getting back, and you know that feeling when you see it coming in slow, and you just don't have the speed to get there. It hurts watching it go in.
Yeah, definitely does, and sometimes in the chaos it does get a bit tough, and especially again these teams here in the Snowflake Cup, it's also not as if these are VRML established teams. There are some pairings, you can sign up in pairs, but otherwise kind of mixed up semi-random type teams here. So sometimes the comms aren't going to always be there, but you can definitely hear they are active as they right there, Callan calling his miss, for instance.
Yeah. Well, that trench shot, that's easy to call those. It's one thing I pointed out in the past. You either need, shot opportunity there. Nice grab by Cool Master Coop.
Yeah.
Keeping his cool in the goal there. But yeah, I pointed out in the past, when you're sending in those trench shots, Wet Taco with an opportunity, that one's going to go a bit high. You either need one bounce or a smooth roll. If you get multiple bounces or 2 bounces or anything in between, it's not going to go. You either need one bounce or a smooth roll. It's the only way those are going in.
Oh, trying to put some touch on that pass, but just still right on the fingertips. So that is tough, but luckily Cool Master Coop playing that back lane very well. Send that pass now to Taco. Taco has Dark on the shoulder. Dark gets it, tries to light it up, but no, the save from Callan. Again, that's yet again just showing the full platter of moves. It doesn't matter what side of the floor he's on, and now there's a boost just the same.
And Bomber Blast going for a high angle shot there, an ambitious shot, and ultimately turns it over to the goalie, who's going to get this one cleared all the way down into the blue bubble here. Opportunity there for Dark. Dark has plenty of time. Open goal, sending it in. And Callan with the last minute grab, but it's going to go in nonetheless. And that's going to be 2 points there for Forced Marriage. We're going to cut that lead down to 1.
I was going to say a little bit bold on the roll-up, kind of taking the casual, a tenth of a second, that would have been knocked out, but still, full credit to Dark, because Dark was also the one who had the save on the other end, and still got to the disc first, so, I mean, end-to-end defense, boost, offense, that's the trio completing that play for the only 1 point disadvantage now.
I believe Hyena just stole that dish from Callan, and I think Callan took exception to it, as this one is going to get cleared back into the Eggnog Warrior zone, and that is a
pull-up play. You gotta have the whole team.
Yeah, he's still talking about it. There's Callan, but Hyena going to send that one over to Spank. Spank going to clear this one off of that far side wall. You know, a bit too steep of an angle for it to be a wall shot, but a fine clear as it does make its way in. But it's going to turn over quickly there. Dark trying to get that one out, but stuck on the trap. That's why we call it the trap. As Bomber Blast picks that one up. Bomber Blast over to Spank. Spank soft pass. Try to get it to Hyena, who's not able to get the grab on it. He gets stunned out. Now this one's at the ceiling where Dark will pick it up there for Forced Marriage. He try to get it out, but he gets stunned out there by Spank. Another turnover. Possibly Spank does pick it up. He has Bomber Blast to his left. He has a player in the bubble. That is Hyena Dragon on the shield. Going to go ahead and reset that one to Callan on the back line. Callan, a big fan of milk, is Callan, who sends that one down to Bomber Blast, who does lose that. And Wet Taco picks it up and clears it.
Indeed, Callan, known for milk and variations of Team Milk, creamy milk, shepherd's milk. There's a lot of milks, but Callan's been part of them all. And nonetheless, it's good to see him here as the 1 point advantage goes his team's way. Wet Taco, though, with a send-off into Spank. Spank trying to send it up to Callan, but just a rough bounce. Gonna ricochet a few different ways. Hyena does retain, sends it to Bomber. Bomber, man, that is a good pass and shot. Could have been both. Either way, successful.
You see, the way Callan floats in like that, you know, he could have used his break, he didn't. And, you know, I'm going to take points off for not using the break, but he didn't really need to. As the reason I'm critical, I'm being critical of Callan is because he's you know, he's that level of player. But that was still a great goal. It's a beautiful pass. Callan picks it up, slams it in for that 2. They're up by 3 here, halfway through round 2.
You can call him Critic Callan then for the rest of the game if you want. But Dark with that distance is going to send it to the station, and Cool Master Coop right in place. Now sending it right back, but unable to find the catch, at least initially, but just doing some great work as Dark contesting a few different players before eventually losing it out to their brawlers.
So that one, a clean clear all the way out. Callan with an opportunity. Oh, just wide. Just behind the goal. Spank's going to pick that one up. Callan's at shield. Spank's going to walk this one in. Soft pass to Callan at shield. Good cut pass. And then, so, you know what I like there? You can see it on the replay. The goalie dips down as Callan, holds that disc low and then hooks it high. It's a beautiful goal.
Now, I'm still having... I was trying to I think that was a behind the back pass as well there from Spank, if I'm not mistaken. It was a little bit tough to see in my replay, but I do believe it was. In any case, Soft is right. They put the finesse on that one for sure. And with that, we do have a timeout, it would seem. Although, from what I recall, I think timeouts weren't allowed for NA, but regardless, it's happening. I'm not one to knock it, but just pointing it out. In any case, it's a 7-2. There's round 2, 4 minutes left here, and 1 round lead the way of Eggnog so far.
Yeah, and I mean, there's still you know, this round 2 is a bit closer than round 1, but Eggnog's still maintaining control of the scoreboard there, and yeah, so it's sorry, I just got I distracted myself with my own thoughts. Yeah, no, Eggnog has been maintaining that lead. They've been maintaining control of the game. They've been maintaining control of the scoreboard. You know, we've seen a lot of good defense from Forced Marriage. They've definitely cleaned up their back line quite a bit, and that's why I think that's why we're not seeing as much of a run on the scoreboard from Eggnog as we saw in round 1. And we talked about that too. We talked about the adjustments that would probably get made after that first round, and you know, we have seen that the Eggnog Warriors, their speed hasn't been quite as effective as it was in round 1.
Not really sure why Oh, Haskell said in chat they're not supposed to be doing timeouts. That's funny.
Callan giving a little bit of the Twitch chat commentary there. Doing the job for us. Kung asking, what's my team for Season 3? You haven't heard? Joker. Sorry you had to find out this way. You're outsies.
Colin is actually in chat asking why no timeouts. Because of how many teams there are, buddy. I mean, there's too many teams. If every team takes a quick 5-minute timeout, over the course of the day, that turns into an hour-long delay. So that's why. Yeah. So, anyways, just to answer that question, I'm not, passing judgment. It is what it is. But yeah, that's yeah. But I'm very excited to get back into this game. Maybe find the conclusion here.
Yeah.
In round 2, possibly go to round 3 if Forced Marriage can keep doing what they're doing, keep that backline secure, and just get a few good goals in, and the whole feeling, the whole character of this game could change.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's still within reach. It was a really high-scoring affair for the side of Eggnog Warriors in round 1, 18 points to 2. So, all things considered, for Forced Marriage, they got to be feeling not great. I mean, they're down, but they should be feeling like they're still in it, is the point. 4 minutes left. They are not down by too much. So this is still a decent spot for them to be if they can kind of kick it up right here after this timeout expires, which is to say right about now.
Ooh, that chain comes in quickly, gets a headbutt, but then self-clears, but right there in the hands of Bomber Blast. Bomber sending this one up there to Callan. Callan now moving in. Has Spank cutting, he's got to go for that backboard shot. Ambitious shot. Spank does ultimately recover it, though. Spank going to go across there to Callan. Callan, another backboard shot on the goalie there. That one's going to go wide once again. Spank's trying to track that one down. And does once again. So Spank there on the far side. Moving into the bubble, still has Callan on 4. Going to go to Callan one more time. Callan's going to take one more shot. Third time's the charm. He's going to get that one in for a 2, and they're up by 7.
And again, it's almost deceptive the way that he scored that one, just because of the really casual throw. I mean, obviously, aggressive moves are as good as anything, but sometimes if you do throw in those finesse ones, or you hold on to this for an extra second, you can almost throw them off. It's like the slow ball in baseball, for instance, where a defender's expecting a certain type of aggression, and then when they're met with just this weird offbeat, slow shot, they don't know how to react sometimes.
Yeah, and that's in baseball they call it a changeup. When you get used to seeing those fastballs, the curves, and then suddenly it sends you a slow inside, and you don't know how to react to it. Your reaction time was queued up for something quick. Empty goal, long shot. Oh, ding there. That one's gonna hurt. As we are under 2.5 minutes remaining here in round 2, still a 7-point lead there to Eggnog Warriors. That is a minimum of 3 goals that Forced Marriage will have to pick up here in the last 2 minutes if they want to force this round 3. A beautiful pass there to Spank. Spank moving in on the far side, doesn't have the empty goal. Going to go for a bounce pass, but it hits the trench. And I've done a few of those myself. I really hate it when you try to send that cross pass across the floor and you just hit the trench. And Callan, high angle shot there. Good for the 2. They're up by 9.
Yeah, I said forget the backboard. Gave it a slap and then gave it a tap into the goal. 11-2. Time starting to again reach that point where there's not going to be a turnaround available, but they're gonna try their hardest here to get some scores on the board. And get some of those points, and or at the very least, just play to not allow any not allow some of that, I guess. Some dubstep
disconnect,
and that goes right into the pole and right outside for the return from Callan.
Yeah, that is some unfortunate timing there. You hate to see it, and it's but it does result. And one more goal there for Eggnog Warriors. Push it up to 14 there off of that 3 from Callan. That's a 12-point difference. That's a minimum of 4 goals. We are out of mathematical time. It will be Eggnog Warriors going to be taking round 2 and the game against Forced Marriage here.
Yeah, tough turn of events there on the disconnects. But with that, less than a minute left, so it's just a matter of time. But the shot, looking mighty fine. Baby True with, true as an arrow, that one was.
Yeah, that was a great shot, and that's one I would call bittersweet, because you could see Baby True kind of the way he flung it almost looked like a game's over. I'm kind of frustrated. I'm just going to check this at the goal, and it went in. So it's nice that it went in, but it can feel a little bittersweet when you score a goal like that this late in the game. And now one more opportunity there. Spank and Bomber coming in. They had a 2-on-1. That defense does return. Nice headbutt save there by Baby True, who's going to get that one picked up, trying to clear it out. Another headbutt there, that time off a blue player here.
Yeah.
But not picked up by Callan 4 seconds ago. This will be the end of the round. One more shot there. That one's going to go wide. That'll be the conclusion here of this one. Eggnog Warriors taking this one in round 2, 14-5, taking the game 2-0.
All right, so they're moving on. You can hear the celebrations as well. Looking to keep moving up in the brackets among these 70 teams. But yeah, we'll conclude today with 7 matches on the stream. So, I mean, we're here for the long haul, and for all those joining us at home. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves over the course of this tournament. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, this is I love tournaments like this because where you have like the Rookie Cup and it's all rookies. You have Coaches Cup where it's all rookies, but they have experienced coaches, or you have that invitational event that B-Love put on with Sub Nation. That was all vets. That was all OGs. And a tournament like this, you have a nice mix of both. And I really enjoy that. I really like seeing the interaction between the new players and the players who have been around for a really long time. And it's also, an event like this is so vital for that exchange of information. And we've seen just how hungry these new players are for information. And they use it, they take it. We see in this game, I pointed out at the start of this today, it might have been the last round, but we saw how many players were grabbing that disc and immediately inverting. And that's the sort of thing that, once it becomes common at the top level, and then the new players start playing with those players, it very quickly, excuse my snap, starts moving down the ladder and becomes the norm in the meta. So it's really, I love stuff like this. This is a fantastic event we have going on.
Yeah, and the event shall continue real soon. I'm, as we speak, getting into the next match. So with that, brief intermission once again, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with your next one, so do stay tuned. All right, everybody. Hello, hello, and welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1. And welcome back to the stream. Over on the casting booth, I'm Palidore, still, sometimes, and I'm being joined here for the Quadcast Duocast with Andy W.
It's time. It's finally happening. We have the Quadcast set up. I was very excited when you secured the HyperX deal, and I actually already supported one of their products that you guys have been hyping up, so that's been kind of great to see. Yeah. And enjoying the cast as well. Also, wanted to point out the music as well you guys picked for this. Absolutely amazing. Straight bangers.
Thanks. Yeah, kind of some Christmas-themed, holiday-themed lo-fi, but I dig it, yeah.
Yeah, I dig it. And these teams readying up now. We got Dashing Through the Arena on orange, and Chimney Sweepers on blue. Going to be really interesting. Haven't seen these players too often outside of pubs, very occasionally when I actually kind of get around to playing pubs. So it's going to be very fascinating to see how these guys actually kind of put it together in this community cup.
Oh yeah, for sure. And with that said, it's off and underway already. Look at that fast joust. All the players meeting into the bubble as they will get the disc back, it looks like, for Ving. And Ving with the pass up to the top here. Inky trying to make a drop and does it so well. 2 points first to Chimney.
Yeah, that was a very nice dodge, too, from Inky, kind of just ducking under the two opponents, working his way in there and actually making that shot go in. Very nice start here for Chimney Sweepers, just getting themselves on the board, 30 seconds in. Very, very solid.
Yeah, Cosmic over in the chat saying, Pally, admit it, I'm a HyperX. That's banned, that word, the other one. But, yes, I'm hyper excited for HyperX. That is very, very true, and digging this mic. Nothing else, it was, with Andy having that mic, too. I was excited to get it, because I knew what to expect. But right now, Crispy, well, gets the goal. Defense didn't expect that one, apparently, because it was just a straight walk-in.
Yeah, that was a very nice deep pass up onto Crispy right on the roof and just kind of worked his way in and making really light work of the defense there. And yeah, just going on with the HyperX stuff. I mean, not to sound like a sponsored kind of message, but this is the one mic I actually do recommend to people just straight out of the gate. It is a USB mic and very easy to set up. And that's why I was so happy to see you using it as well. Mentioned it on Twitter.
Exactly. No, hold on. Keegan, well, definitely holding on to that disc. That was a nice little save, but right back into the hands of Chimney Sweeper, so they're going to have another go at it.
Yeah, no time to breathe at all. Really nice catch, bringing him back into the game. Chimney Sweepers trying to collect this disc, but going to be bouncing off the Crispy Fries and getting that nice clear bounce shot off through mid. I actually love throwing those clears, getting that top little panel bounce, working their way down, taking the shot, but it's just chest wide. Kind of unfortunate. A really nice opportunity there for Dashing.
And they're still gonna recover here for Chimney, though, and immediately on the boost, some good leeches coming in as well, though, for Crispy. So Crispy will get there first, as a matter of fact, as the backstack, you can see waiting on the cloud just for that clear to go out so they can maybe meet it halfway. And with the overshoot on one, but some brawls in the mid lane, gonna deny the opportunity for Dashing to get to that disc first.
Yeah, and those brawls really stopping up those boosts, just allowing Chimney rather to get back on time. Just really clutched up for the team there and giving us some time to organize and trying to orchestrate. And a nice pass coming forward into the bubble there. Crispy are going to be able to take this one in. A nice push off of that top right shoulder, working his way towards that goalie. And Crispy are doing a lot of work for his team there. I feel like I constantly keep saying his name, just seeing him constantly putting in effort right now.
Yeah, definitely. Just cutting through the defense there again, and that's the thing. It's a good gauge of who's really active on the disc when you by the end of the stream or even halfway through it, you're already thinking, man, I've said this name a lot, and that's been the case here.
Yeah, and Clear going to be kind of unfortunately taking a funky bounce off of the tower there, being taken the jump stun, and being able to get that clearing boost now down the field. Donkey just going to be just missing this one, being into the bubble, but with 3 defenders on, I'm not going to be able to do too much there.
All right, and with that, another clear that just bounces all around will be Crispy. There's the name again, but getting stunned, and right there to meet him is Bean. All the players just kind of piling up and offering the bonks, but not a lot of control quite yet as the chaos starts to separate out a little bit. Looking for those passing lanes to fold. I see a triangle forming, so backboard shot, but will be missed, rebounded, and still yet scoreless, but finally Bean putting it in, and I could take a breath.
Yeah, finally again, with these teams just constantly going at it, but even though with that slight miss shot up top, turning into that pass for Bean, putting that in for his team, get him up into a nice solid 4-point lead.
Yeah, and on this launch, I mean, we're still only 4 minutes into this round, so yeah, plenty of time here for a little comeback from Chimney. But that said, they do lose the disc, get it right back. There's Dave Ola saying goodbye, adios, as the disc goes flying back to the orange side.
Yeah, man, that is a fast stack too, with Crispier and being able to get there right away. But Inky going to be able to actually collect this one up onto the trench, pass down to Bing, working its way in, trying to get his way around the defender, doing back one of those little jump stuns, but not going to be working out. And Crispier again going to be able to try to get this one downfield with a nice long clear.
And bouncing side, low, high, taken from there, it's Crispier Fries. That is a summary so far, it seems, of the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I just can't stop saying his name, man's all over the field. Definitely proven he's got some really fast stacks. You know, maybe some people keep their eyes out on this guy. Maybe he's one of our upcomings that's going to show through on one of these community cups.
Yeah, eyes on the fries. Thank you for that setup. Inky with the disc here, having it lost though, over to some guy with some fries as Bean sends it right back. Oh, the save though, nicely from Donkey, denying that dunk.
Yeah, kind of steezing his way into the bubble, just going to slam it in the top pocket, and Donkey just denies that. And he's going to actually be able to recollect this clear here. A really good job from Donkey, and actually getting that clear right through middle, down to his teammates into the bubble, and Inky's going to be able to take that in for a nice, easy 2-point, collecting up that clear from Donkey.
Nice and clean, plenty of time to work with, just to gently put it home, and with that, cuts the lead in half, essentially. So 4 minutes left and only a 4-point deficit. So back at the joust advantage here is dashing through the arena. Love these names that I'm seeing on the streams. I mean, you figure with 70 teams in NA, at some point the originality would wear off, but no, they've all been really great.
I feel like they've always been great in all the community cups. People come up with some fantastic names. Always there to kind of give you a small laugh. Sure. But Dave Ola going to be getting picked off here by, of course, Crispier Fries. Taking a nice pass up to Bean on the nest, and it's going to be going in for a solid 2-point conversion there, and kind of extending their lead again, but nothing too crazy. A lot of time still left in this game here.
And Kung say, yo, it's Andy Wu. That is true. It is. And Pally too. Good to see Kung over there in the chat, former Joker player.
Where are you?
Yeah, we need to see a Kung cast
just to stay with that that running joke, I guess. Yeah, Kung cast, absolutely. And over to the other side panel, though, they're gonna have it lost. So casting it out and reeling it back in. Crispier Fries. Who else?
Yeah, who else but Inky there, playing a really strong backline, going to be able to collect that one, bringing it forward into the teammate, but getting pressured here. And it's going to be a nice actual clear here down the middle, but Inky and Donkey having a fast stack back to collect this. Oh my goodness! The double tinger gonna be... That is so incredibly close. That's very fortunate.
I'm surprised that didn't somehow count. That was right. That was practically in.
I thought it was actually in after that first one. That was incredible. But Ving gonna be able to collect this one up, putting it for 2 after such a lucky saving grace for Chimney Sweepers, keeping them in the game. Really not too much of a deficit here. 2 minutes left. That's plenty of time.
Yeah.
They just got converting on just transition into this offense and just keep doing what they're doing.
Kung over there saying, never got the new role in VRML server, so I think I was kicked. No. See, don't mistake maliciousness for Palidore incompetence. You can get your role back. Anyways, serve it up, but Donkey again a stop. He is impressing inside that goal.
Yeah, he's really been just stopping, and a nice little back pass here too. Love to see those coming back. And honestly, really impressed here with Donkey. Just been super solid in the back every time I've been watching. And this clear is going to be kind of just going wild, taking the time. Dave Ola going to be able to collect this. Nick, and a nice pass over to the nest. Ving going to be trying to walk his way in, but Bean being able to stuff that one right out of his hands and get the clear back downfield.
And back to Donkey, this time playing a little goalkeeper inside the tunnel. Much wider net to grab that one, but it will be taken back here. Sent out by Keegan. Not successful on the clear, just going to bounce right back his way, but actually over the reach. They're still going to get a short-range boost. Trying to make up for the mistake, but now taking it back, and the soft shot, no momentum behind it from Dave.
Yeah, those no momentum shots are tough. They're probably one of my least favorite in the entire game. Trying to accurately shoot that with no momentum's super difficult. And this clear going to be kind of going wild though, but Ving's going to be able to recollect that. Just really solid. Actually, having Donkey even further back, their defensive setup for Jimmy Sweepers is really impressive.
Yeah, definitely. Kind of a strong army there in the back line. It's going to be sent right back to the orange zone. However, 2 defenders back there, so maybe a miscommunication. Not able to recognize that they definitely had numbers back there, and now this is going to actually open the door for a misread on that disc. So in fact, will not be a goal.
Yeah, exactly. And the time winded down here, 25 seconds. Crispy Fry is going to be trying to get his team another opportunity here, working around with the back line, trying to find those holes in the defense, probably just trying to hold it off a little bit. Bad bounce actually off a trench. It's going to come right up to Ving, and going to be clearing out, closing out this game. Actually, I didn't even see Keegan back there. That was kind of an impressive spot to sit, catch that clear, ready for the attempt. But with winding down, actually a very close game. The score very tight with only a 4-point difference.
Yeah.
Very good outing rather for Chimney Sweepers. You know, it's going to be kind of impressive to see what they do in this kind of 1-minute downtime, kind of talking over what they want to change and do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, those 1 minutes can be very valuable. Even if you don't talk sometimes, I think just being able to take a breather of any sort, either way can be to the advantage of a team, especially after, you know, a loss, you know, just to kind of collect themselves, hydrate even, and, you know, wipe away the pains of yesterminute, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's honestly probably one of the most helpful minutes you can get, especially just taking the headset off, probably just grabbing a glass of water or whatever.
Right.
And just taking a moment to recollect yourself. Kind of could be some helpful advice for a lot of VRML guys. It's like, you don't even have to be tilted, but just taking that moment to just take a breather and reset, I find always just super helps performance.
Yeah, unless you're one of those weird guys who play better when you're kind of tilted. I mean, there's some people who are just like that. They get all, once they're tense, then it turns something on in their head that just like flips a switch. But, you know, for the general populace, I would agree. It's good having that timeout, because as we know, especially this last year when Echo, you know, transitioned to 4v4 about a year ago to date now, it really kind of upped the intensity, you know, and how much you expend going into these matches now.
Yeah, seriously, and I think it's kind of funny you mentioned that, because I remember back in the day when you'd be casting my preseason Season 1 matches.
Yeah.
You'd be calling me out for how hard I'd be whipping them into at the goal. But nice little collection here.
Never did stop.
I thrown it back a little bit. I thrown it back a touch. But Bean gonna be able to try to collect this one here, but Bing having a nice actual contest. Kind of just been dogpiling this minute here, going back down into the pit. But Crispy Fries, who else would be there to recollect this one with the pass forward? But Inky there to recollect. But yeah, just a nice little back and forth here. First 30 seconds down out of the game, and trying to just get control. Dave Ola having a pass forward that's going to be going into the bubble, but nobody there to receive. Actually, that was another one of those shots. I remember watching the last 2 games, having those panels kind of giving out some assists right up at the goal.
Yeah, absolutely. It's there. I mean, again, off that corner. Anytime it hits those top corners, it does have a chance of going in. So even off of long-range clears, sometimes you see those have a good chance, or at least a chance. Right now, a chance on the shot will not be capitalized upon. Crispy Fries, though, with a rebound, gonna send it off on another ding, bouncing the way of the cloud.
Pretty happy about that.
Yeah, dinner's about ready right now with all those
oh boy,
coming on. But just messing around with Crispy, because he's been doing honestly just a phenomenal job. And Inky gonna be trying to take, actually sinking that. It kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't ready for that with Keegan being in the backline so much, but being able to capitalize on that open goal and getting him up for a 3-point lead into this game.
Yeah, 3 points to start it off here. And with that, I wanted to just reiterate something. I don't want you to stop the stank and the dunks and stuff like that anymore. I've grown to like it, just by the by. But anyways, back the way here of dashing through the arena as they go up pretty uncontested. You see the stack in the mid just waiting.
Yeah, very patient gameplay there. I used to love doing those kind of stacks on snaps as well, just kind of sitting around letting the opponent try to make the mistake, and it works out here. But Keegan actually, again, just hiding in that exact same spot, kind of catching me out. I thought that clear was going to end up going through and baiting the defense actually to end up taking that lane for a clear, but Crispy Fry is going to be able to recollect this disc, getting a pass down to the frame for Bean, working its way in, and a very close shot attempt going for that pocket was almost disgusting, if you will.
Thank you, Andy. Lower to Bean. Just trying to send it over. Like that you can hear in these open comms as well. You know, trying to keep him on for the stream as much as I can handle before it gets too chaotic. But so far it's been okay. You love to hear, you know, just again the comms, both the celebrations and the frustrations at times. I mean, it's all part of sports, and that's what I love about Echo. As well, 3 minutes expired and back to the hands of blue. It looks like.
Yeah, Ving gonna be getting a nice fling coming out through again, but Keegan in the backline baiting that clear again. He's just done a phenomenal job sitting back there. I mean, honestly, a very impressive performance. Just kind of reminding me of what YouTube used to do, but a pass in for Bean. Very nice pass from, of course, Crispy Fries into Bean. That duo wombo combo, being able to just set it up in the bubble, and a very nice, crisp, clean goal.
Is that on purpose?
Yes,
wait,
yes, it was.
Wait, can I make one edit to that? A crisp, a crisp Bean goal. Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
It was still,
I can't outpunch Palidore.
I still very much appreciated it, because otherwise it didn't even occur to me. Well done.
Thank you. You know, a high compliment from the Palidore. But Serve going to be able to pass this one in. Crispy Fries and Bean going to be able to try to get a shot attempt on the goal, but the backboard not going to be able to work it out there, rejecting it back out to the top. Bean juking his way around, but a nice clean pass to the nest, and Crispy, that duo combo again, working their way in to get them up to a 1-point lead here.
Yeah, and pretty competitive. I mean, first round, same kind of thing, only 4-point differential by the end of it. So round 2 starting to pan out the same way, at least thus far. 5:40 remaining here as the launch from Chimney will have a bit of contest, and then they will actually lose it now.
Yeah, Bean with that really nice delay into the tunnel. Remind me a lot of what Shen was doing, and then the Halo block to come in as well. Crispy being able to get that one away from the defender, and Bean off the top of the rim. That's so close, but Crispy gonna be able to recollect this one again with the goal. It's gonna be finally collected from Bean. But oh my goodness, that was some tight gameplay right there, and some really nice defense.
There you go. We were mentioning Crispy and how that name was just rolling off the tongue plenty in the first round with how active he was. Well, same thing here. Talk about Donkey, what he's doing in the goal. Unfortunately, still got scored by that third attempt, but maybe fourth attempt it was. But still, definitely a name that's going to stick out on this match.
Yeah, for real. And then that bounce actually going to be kind of return to center, coming right back, but Bean going to be able to recollect this, get this out through the tunnel. And yeah, seriously, that's what I always like watching about with these community cups. You get to watch these players kind of make their name a little bit. Oh, Crispy with the stun there, getting away with that. Walking his way up into the bubble, onto the pole. Going to be contested by the chain coming back in. And a very nice clear actually from Donkey. Going to be able to try to calm down this defense and give them a breather. And give them some time to get out on this defense.
Yeah, and just back to your point real quick too. I think I mentioned it on the same note. You know, that's largely how I got introduced to you, among other players, though, was a Pizza League. In that community-run tournament, a series of tournaments, the Pizza League was kind of the first time I got, a sustained look at you, and that was when I was first starting to cast and kind of transition, from player to casting. And then, here we are, a year later, casting together. I'm just mainly the caster, now you're the pro's pro, and, well, so it goes, but it's all fun.
It's how the turntables. I'll be here eventually. Once I work my way through. But yeah, exactly. Pizza League was honestly a fantastic league, and Bean gonna be trying to take the anchor shot, but it's just gonna be wide actually coming into the bubble. But Crispy gonna be trying to walk his way around, get the angle he wants, but the anchor shot right into the top pocket gonna be stopped. And some excellent defense again and goalkeeping from Donkey there.
Absolutely, but the killer, as always, is just going to be the rebounds and the second, third attempts. Those are so hard to stop, but somehow he does it! Oh no!
Oh man, right off the head, and then a redirected right to the enemy again. Oh, it's so close, but it's stopped there. It's just that was crazy. This game's been crazy. I'm running out of things to say.
My heart aches. Man, some stellar saves. I mean, but the persistence, you got to hand it to dashing through, because that is exactly what they're doing. They're just, every time that disc is loose, they just dash for it, they get it, and the second, third, fourth attempts are a success.
Yeah, and dashing just doing a really good job. It's just not. Oh, it's actually Crispy's going to be able to beat them out there and put that one in. That was a really nice. I think he got a leech there off of the boost and being able to beat them out into their own bubble. But they dashing has just been so good at crashing the net, which is very important too. It's just that goalie is going to be grabbing that onto that disc. He has zero time to react and get that out in any meaningful way. Like, he's going to just have to instinctively clear that and hope that Keegan and that backline isn't going to be there to collect it.
Right. And with that, I mean, they're going to need to get something going very quickly, but Crispy or Fries on the approach, sees blood in the water perhaps, as Donkey, getting stunned, and that is perhaps the only thing that denied that save, because his hand was right there otherwise.
Yeah, that's a really nice stun 3 right there. That's basically as textbook as you can get. Just having that one of your teammates sneak up there, get the punch, and yeah, he was 100% going to save that as well. A very nice offensive play.
Yeah, with a joust, time starting to not be conducive to comebacks here. 90 seconds remaining, a little bit less in round 2. First win going to dashing through the arena, and second win looking to be in line, especially with that 3, but no, another ding. I've seen a lot of those, but hey, the constant is the rebounds.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, at the pace that they've been able to just crash onto that goalie and turn over their plays and just make everything work, dashing has just put in an excellent feat and just really kind of muscled their way into it and keeping themselves in contention. Donkey there, of course, being able to recollect that clear, back down to Bean, actually. 50 seconds left. Gonna be able to try to see what they can do, but actually a nice stop there from Dave. Gonna be floating back in, but Crispy's gonna be there to try to contest that with 2 defenders on him. Nice stop there to try to break the play and shut him down.
And Inky now looking to send it to the other side, hoping for a boost maybe. They got comms coming through, you can hear, trying to find it, but not quite quick enough as Keegan is able to send a clear that does ricochet a few different ways. Ving, nice snag there, sending it over, but Donkey is in the area, and, well, we all know how dangerous that is. So back to the tunnel it goes. But yet another possession here from Crispier, and oh boy.
Ooh. Nice shot. I mean, that was excellent. Down from the bottom wedge, pyramid, whatever people call this. I know it's got like a million callouts, but
yeah,
that's a nice long shot. And just very consistent there. And Crispy, just fantastic performance in these past 2 games. I mean, we couldn't talk about him enough.
Yeah, for sure. And with that, the round is concluded. I believe we got Skinny here, maybe, ready to give us his thoughts on this match over on the sidelines.
Maybe. Yeah, excellent game. I know, especially the second round, doesn't show how close the game actually was, but you could see how dashing through the arena actually just started pushing the players up. You, at the beginning, especially in the first round, you saw how Fries and Beans were working together, and now as you saw how the 2 back players started pushing up, you could do more aggressive plays, and even if you got those things, there was more players there to recover the disc and have more shot attempts.
Yeah, I just want to, kind of going back also to what Andy said, though, is just, don't you love being able to, Skinny, to be able to see these players that, you know, newer to the game or newer to league play, competitive play, and making the names? It's seriously one of my favorite parts.
I've seriously probably never seen one of these players before, but just seeing them already playing at this level, it's insane. I remember it took me a lot longer to get the hang of this game.
Yeah.
So it's just impressive, and just, yeah, impressive to all the new players. So hopefully I'll see them in VRML soon.
Yeah, that's the great part, is that it translates right over to the seasons. It was the same case in between last season and season 1 and season 2 of VRML, and just get to see, you know, these community cups. You get to recognize some names, and then it carries over into the next season where you got some familiarity there. You kind of see the growth and the progression. It's all good fun. Andy,
Yeah,
any other thoughts on that one, or?
I don't have too much to say other than just like,
Right.
I do. I mean, we already just seeing like people like Crispy coming up, and I don't see, like, kind of how Skinny was saying, I don't see a lot of these guys in pubs. I don't play too many pubs anymore, and kind of like, this is kind of what Pizza League did for me, how you mentioned, and I enjoy having a chance to kind of give that back, especially to a lot of the new people. And a very entertaining match to watch, and definitely very interesting to see the level of play that these people come play at for the little amount of time compared to what we have to play through. I mean, I was already lucky enough to get coached from Zach, and that I thought benefited me a lot. And then these people are already boosting past the skill level I would have been at their time. It's kind of insane to see what they're going to be like, especially in the years to come.
Oh yeah. So, well, advancing off on that note to the next round, we're gonna take a brief intermission here once again. We're already getting into the next match, so just pardon us as we reset, and we'll come back with the continuation of what is 7 matches straight on this stream. So, well, there'll be some breaks in between, but nonetheless, plenty of action to come. So stay tuned.
Welcome back everyone to another game of the Snowflake Cup here presented by VRML. I'm gonna be your caster here for this game. Skinny here joined alongside is Andy with me, and on cameras, Palidore. Andy?
Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty cool game to watch. We've got some pretty big vet names going up against each other with their respective teammates, and So on blue team, we got the Snowflakes, obviously, and orange, we got the Eggnog Warriors. We saw Eggnog a little bit earlier, and just kind of got to watch Callan just do what Callan does. Shooting those backward shots has been one of his specialities for a long time. And ever since he's been joined on Spartan, he has just been kind of unleashing that recently and showing his capabilities as striker again. But he's going to be going up against Game and Aaron, obviously 2 teammates from Joker, so a very formidable offense on the other team. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how they kind of work together and how these 2 very experienced duos work together against each other.
Yeah, definitely, and yeah, just hope. Let's see. I don't expect Callan to change his ways. I mean, especially if it always works. It was the thing that annoyed me most as goalie. Like, I knew it was coming. You'd see the slow wind up, and every time I put my hand, but somehow the disc always missed me.
Yeah, that's probably like the most annoying part about that backward. Because honest to God, he'll either snipe it completely flat and it'll go pretty much straight up, or he'll slam it right onto that triangle and it'll go straight to your ankles, so you have to crouch and try to slam into the floor to grab it. So it's a very nutty.
I don't think he knows where it's going, and I think that's the beauty in it.
I hear that so much too. It's a very tough. I was playing a private with them actually last night at like midnight, and I got stuck in goal, so I was just trolling, and I just turn a 180 completely around in goal to just catch it every time. But it's a very tough shot. It's going to be interesting to see, though, because Game obviously has probably the nuttiest long shot in the entire game. And just kind of see how he just rolls out and counters it, and how they might have just been prepared for it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what I like about Echo Arena. You can be a really, really strong player, but you definitely need a team behind you. It really rings true that your team is only as strong as your weakest link. And just giving the opportunity to these other players to learn from them, to see how their strategies merge together and see what comes up in them in a few days is quite amazing to see.
Yeah, exactly. And there's not too much time to kind of just meld everything together, and how a lot of times these vets take charge a lot and kind of guide you. Because I even remember back in the day, I don't even know if Seal remembers it, but back when I was in Pizza League with him on my team, kind of how he was able to guide the team in a way, or kind of the things I learned from being able to play with these vets and implement it in a very quick fashion.
Yeah, definitely that muscle memory is going to come very in handy in this first round here, as the vets and the new players here get to play in this first round.
Yeah, and as this launch is going to be coming underway, going to be a really fast boost there actually from Game and Aaron. Game going to be able to walk his way up the free air, going to be trying to juke his way down around the root block, working his way up to goalie star, taking the ender block, very typical fashion. Jay going to be dinging it off, but going to be able to get it in there. Really missing the dunk, maybe.
It was definitely a miss.
The rim. Yeah. But still going to be able to secure those points and put that in for a nice solid 2-pointer. Getting a nice lead.
Nice recovery by Aaron there by missing, but also good job on Game from baiting out all those 3 defenders here to give Aaron the opportunity to miss and still score it. And now a fast joust from Game and Aaron is going to put a lot of pressure, but the disc still makes it through. But a good interception from Callan, and now it's going to put it back into the Eggnog Warriors.
Yeah, Callan trying to go for that stun there, but Game going to be able to beat that one out as he actually almost takes a cloud shot. That was insanely close, but Jay going to be able to try to lay that one up. Nice for another dunk, get him up 4 points now in this first minute.
Yeah, great speed coming out from Aaron, and Game just proving a little bit difficult for right now. I would like to see actually the Eggnog Warriors try to maybe stop those stacks. Like, it seems a little daunting, but it's definitely, I think that's going to become the best tool for them right now.
Yeah, no kidding. That stack is so fast. You have to stun those guys and slow them down. And as they go blitzing past the QB there, actually, but Spank going to be able to try to get that long pass down to Callan, yeah, and Hyena going to be trying to take that. But a nice smack back to goal for Jay. Game's going to take control of this one along the ceiling with another pass forward, working together. But Spank with an absolutely beautiful stop, working his way up into the bubble, looking for his pass options, getting it around Game, working his way in for Callan into the top pocket and securing their first 2 points of this round.
Yeah, perfect positioning there. Phantom actually saw the shot coming, but his hand could just barely not reach there. And perfect. So that good pocket shot on Callan makes it a 2-point game.
Yeah, a tightly woven shot for sure. Very nice placement on that one, but Game going to be able to take this one, rolling it out for the Snowflakes, working his way forward, kind of doing what he usually loves to do, working that route, getting his way up, juking around, up to Aaron. And very nice positioning, actually. All of the Snowflakes are spread out pretty far, and Aaron with a nice hop to goal there, but the bounce under shield going to be screwing up a shot a little bit. But they're going to be able to actually Bomber Blast going to be able to recollect that one, but Aaron already in the back line with Game to collect that and bring it back forward.
Yeah, Aaron trying to maybe pass it to Game, but a little bit of miscommunication there is going to allow Spank to intercept that, and now a good clear from Spank is going to start here. The regrab race, and of course Game there first, but Spank maybe trying to punch him out, but Game, well aware, they're trying to juke everyone out. Maybe he's going to get punched here. It's eventually forced to clear here. Good pass to Aaron, who has the 3-point opportunity, goes for the middle slot, but just off the mark.
Yeah, very close mail slot attempt there, and it's very interesting to watch too, especially how Game and Aaron are able to just kind of hop their way around and shield. They've just been so successful with that Halo and their juking style in itself.
Yeah, definitely here. As here, the Snowflakes regain possession a little bit. Again, miscommunication. Hyena trying to cause some mayhem there, and Game is able to avoid him now. Aaron trying to slowly push up, waiting for his teammates actually to go up. It's actually forced to clear here. Gonna get some weird bounces here, so let's see who recovers it first. With Spank actually being stacked here, trying to recover it, but Game is able to recover it now, and now gonna do a nice pass to Aaron.
Yeah, some nice cross passes back and forth, working their way into the bubble. Game and Aaron, as Game hits the air brake and squats down and being able to get a nice route right into the goal, putting that in for a solid 2-pointer. And just there you go again, talking about the juking capabilities of Game and what he's able to do, working his way into the bubble like that.
Yeah, definitely. I remember, especially at the beginning of Season 2 and maybe even Season 1 of VRML, break checking was not a very popular thing, but I see it used every day more and more often to really punish those players that aren't grabbing on anything. So no, you don't even need to like dash anymore. You just break check them.
Yeah, seriously, it's becoming more and more of the meta. But that stack off the rip of that play, being able to beat the QB to the throw and then get to the disc first, but not able to actually convert on it as Callan was already back there. So a very nice kind of reform there from Callan, but the boost already going to be down there. Game going to be jumping over the top of the goal and missing the dunk as well. But Wolf actually in the back, able to try to get that pass forward. But Spank there to get that clear.
Yeah, Callan with an excellent save there on Game shot, but unfortunately not able to clear it. Now Game again in possession of it is going to look for a reset here, and actually Phenom is going to be forced to clear it now. Game again pressured again, trying to look for a pass here, goes for the cross shot to Aaron, and now Aaron slowly pushing up, not being pressured right now, trying to look for a pass here. It's actually going to pass it to Phenom, who's under the goal, gonna one more pass to Game, going for the bucket shot, but just a little bit off the mark.
Yeah, actually a very nice shot attempt, just not able to go in, but some very good defense here, still being able to put that pressure up onto Game and Aaron. And as he's going to go for the backward shot, but Callan's not going to let that one go through, as he's a little bit too familiar with that angle, and getting a nice wide clear out through the tunnel.
Yeah, excellent clear there from Callan, and now the regrab race is actually going to see Hyena with the disc first. Game trying to punch him, but not able to, and that is going to make it a 1-point game, still in the favor of the Snowflakes.
Very nice shot there from Hyena, under pressure and getting stunned at the very end there. That was very close. And just like excellent timing, being able to get that disc out fast enough, throwing it quick enough, and being able to actually get this game in between just 1.5 to 6 with 4 minutes left. Plenty of time here. And a very, very good job from the Eggnog Warriors so far.
Props to Hyena, not scoring under pressure and just still scoring it, even though Game was literally on him. So now Game trying to respond here with a good cross pass to Aaron, who misses it and dings it actually. Game is able to recover the bounce shot, but it's actually punched down now. Spank in position of the disc is going to go for a half-court shot. Just a little bit off the mark there. Doesn't matter though. Spank again, they're able to recover it with good regrabs and goes for another 3-pointer shot, but again, unfortunately is dinging it, and now Game for the Snowflake is going to recover it, passing it to Aaron. Close interception there. Gonna go for the mail slot, but again, so many dings coming through.
Man, those are some close shots. Spank having a really good opportunity there, but Aaron is going to be able to walk his way and juking his way up and down on that backboard and putting it up into the top of the goal. Pretty unfortunate that Eggnog Warriors wasn't able to convert there, but very close opportunities, and especially with Spank being able to shut down Game there on the defensive chance. Very, very impressive to say the least. And with 3 minutes left of the game, only down by 3, there's plenty of time definitely for them to get their chance back into this and keep this one tied up.
Yeah, definitely surprisingly balanced game. And now here as we approach the final 3 minutes of the round, I still can't tell who will win the game. It's probably going to come down to the last score here. Going for a half-court shot, just a little bit off the mark, going to bounce just the wrong way on that backboard. It's going to allow here Spank to here push it up onto the midfield. It's going to be forced to clear it. Now, it does look like Snowflake is able to recover it, and now going to some good pressure. But game not being faced by Aaron, ready for the pass. It's going to go for actually another mail slot here, trying to boost and grab faster than the other team. But finally, we're starting to see the Eggnog Warriors trying to keep up the pace.
Yeah, Eggnog doing some really good pressure here, being able to try to shut this down. But Game's going to get the nice pass down at the root, working his way up the Pebble, up the shield, passing into Aaron, and Aaron's going to be able to juke his way through. That was a really nice pass, really tight woven, and Aaron's going to be able to grab that one right out in front of the goalie and kind of spin it around, get it up and over and in. Very, very beautiful play there.
Yeah, disciplined shot by Aaron there to not shoot it. He's actually saw the goalie jump out way too early and actually just waited for him to phase out and then shot it.
Yeah, very nice. And Spank gonna be having the disc coming out from the rollout, working its way forward. Actually having a pretty good chance here, but the speed from that stack just unexpected. I mean, that was lightning quick. I didn't even see that one coming, but a wall shot coming off, and it's going to be very close off the backboard, but just going wide. Game actually able to beat Callan there off of that chain. The speed of that stack is absolutely nutty.
Yeah, I didn't even see that coming again. I think the Callan didn't even expect it. You actually see him grabbing that shoulder block and pushing off and just realizing he didn't have the disc, and then 2 more points for the Snowflakes.
Yeah, I mean, if you blinked, you would have missed that. They made it up and down the entire course of the arena in probably about 5 seconds. That's absolutely mad. But as a loose disc coming back around here, bouncing off a tower, but Wolf's going to be able to bail out Jay there as the disc comes backing up actually off the ring, and Game going to be able to collect and give themselves some breathing time with 1 minute left in the game.
Game now trying to juke out 3 Eggnog Warrior players, having a little bit of trouble just waiting for Aaron to push up, and now Aaron going for a backboard 3-pointer, just again a little bit off the mark again. Good pass, cross pass into Aaron, who gets a great save by Callan here to get another good clear here. 54 seconds, we're starting to get to that point where they may not be able to recover 3-pointer here. It might be essential, but Spank opts in for the 2-pointer here. Now here we're gonna come out with probably around 30 seconds, and it is gonna go round 1 towards the Snowflakes.
Yeah, and that was some really nice play there. Callan going to be able to actually stop that one in the goal and getting that clear and chain all the way down. Spank going to be able to secure that. Probably going to be able to take some of that momentum going into round 2. And actually, the headbutt attempt going wrong straight into the stack. And now another one going straight down to the Callan. But a very close game. They held on to it almost to the very end, probably about into that last.
Yeah, it was a very close game until last 2 minutes less.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, holding back Game and J like that, it's nothing really bad. It's just seeing the speed of those stacks is already insane enough.
And going for one last backboard there. Good read by Jay here to end the first round.
Yeah, and as we wrap that one up and work our way into round 2, Palidore, do you have any thoughts or anything to add?
Yeah, well, kind of to reiterate what you guys said there. Anytime you have any Joker players on a team for any kind of cup, there's inevitably going to be expectations that they're going to win. That said, really holding their own quite well, as you mentioned, and making it a close game for a whole lot of the way. So I was actually pretty impressed by what I saw on that end from Hyena, Callan, Bomber, and Spank. But of course, still, the win going in the first round to the Snowflakes. And with that, I do want to take a quick second as well to shout out our sponsors by the by for this cup, because we got, of course, VR Community Builders and Hasco helping out organize all this alongside YOLO Man, who's helping a lot as well for this event. But just as well, we have Rebuff Reality, Stereon Products, 2 of the VRML sponsors also helping sponsor this cup, in addition to Facebook Horizons, Marineverse, and then Tower Tag, with those keys being given out throughout the streams here today. So, thank you to our sponsors for this cup. Appreciation, of course, as always, for the support of the community, and to the community itself. See 75 users strong in the Twitch chat, and really been holding steady all day long and yesterday as well. So happy to see you guys. That said, we're going to the next round, so right back to Skinny and Andy.
Yeah, and as these boosts end up coming through, that was actually almost a tie, but being able to get the headbutt off. Jay's going to be trying to contest Bomber here. He actually gets the disc out of his hands. Jay's going to be working his way in for the clean backward shot. No time wasted at all, blitzing right into the second round.
Yeah, tough angle, especially if you consider that was also a pocket shot. So not only do you have to see it coming, but you also have to predict the shot when Styrian Products coming with 25 gifted subs. Thank you.
I was gonna say, I was about to interrupt you, Skitty. Styrian Products, thank you so much for sponsoring the cup and the community and supporting the Twitch. It's amazing. And back to you guys, as that shot, not quite as amazing, but the rebound's pretty nice. All right, I'm gone.
Yeah, seriously, thank you guys so much. That's honestly awesome. You guys gifting that many subs, but being able to put in a nice little 2-pointer there, as we were all distracted actually by the gifted subs. But with 9 minutes left in the game, 4-point lead, a very strong start for the Snowflakes. Callan going to be able to try to take his time up the field, trying to get that pass up to Bomber Blast, but he was actually stunned out there. With Phantom going to be able to get a nice pass up to Jay with the open goal. Sorry, not Jay, old name. Aaron doing a little celebratory dance. That's kind of fun. Fun to see some celebration after the goals.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what Snowflakes did, but definitely turning up the speed and great positioning from all of these players as expected. And so definitely taking here that strong lead in the first minute and a half. But now again, just look at that stack speed, forcing the mid clear every time, and obviously they're gonna read it now. Gaming possession of this is gonna go for a pocket 3-pointer. No doubt about him, 18 meters per second. Just making a 10-point lead already 2 minutes into the game.
I mean, they have just absolutely cranked it up. The speed of those stacks coming off. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're still launching QB from... Yeah, QB is actually getting, like, PE'd out, and they're tying him at the disc, which is insane.
Yeah, they're not even doing the backwards speed grab. They're just going straight ahead. Again, just putting all 3 players ahead, but nice shot here coming up from Bomber here to make it an 8-point game.
Yeah, Bomber actually kind of surprising that goalie there. Just the no hesitation fleeing right into the bottom portion of that goal. Really nice as well, as we saw earlier in the first round, Hyena having that clutch 3-pointer and then coming through, getting that stun off and having a really nice clutch 2-pointer to get their first points on the board here.
And again, now it is the Eggnog Warriors on the defensive joust. And now, again, Hyena is gonna have opportunity, but just misses the disc here. Maybe a missed 3-pointer opportunity here to maybe make it a 5-point game. And now, again, good stuns coming out of the Snowflakes. It's gonna give a ton of time now. Eggnog Warriors trying to get in time, and great save there from, I believe that was Callan. Yes, Callan actually slapped it out, going 18 meters per second. And now, again, Spank is gonna go for that clear here, opting, but already Aaron and Game already on that disc, not allowing them to get any more drives.
Yeah, and that was absolutely crazy too. I mean, if you noticed as well, Aaron was actually able to stun one of them out as they slapped the disc. So that was as close as that was going to get. Wolf's going to be under pressure here from Spank. Going to be giving him a chance, but Phantom going to be absolutely bombarded by 3 of the defensemen. Bomber Blaster trying to work his way across with the cross pass in onto Spank, but Aaron going to be able to try to stop that one, but he cannot stop this one as Bomber Blast slams that one in from the backside of the goal.
Yeah, excellent play there by Bomberman, but just Aaron just reading that pass instantly and getting a punch. Luckily for the Eggnog Warriors, it did bounce again towards Bomber, who was able to secure 2 more points. And here, as we approach here, we are 4 minutes in, a 6-point game, definitely doable, definitely good recovery coming from the Eggnog Warriors, definitely what you need. And it's most important here, not to lose the momentum, or gain back the momentum. But again, a great pass to Phantom is going to make it a 1v1, and an excellent pocket shot, actually just on the line there to make it another 3 points for the Snowflakes.
I'm going to have to watch back and try to see how he threw that disc, because that was some fancy work. I was not exactly sure how he threw that one.
I thought that was a 2-pointer. I had to catch myself there.
Yeah, that was crazy, and that long pass too, right up over Star onto that cloud to get that opportunity to even happen was a very nice pass to begin with. But the stack speed, being able to come back and recollect that one for the defense again is Game and Aaron trying to get that clear out and try to get their opportunities here. The Eggnog Warriors, as it takes a bounce across their bubble, I thought for a second that was going to be heading towards the goal too.
And now Aaron is able to recover here on the offensive for Snowflakes. And a great interception there. Good read by Spank is going to go for the clear here. Noticing that their 4th player for the Snowflakes is too far pushed forward, but unfortunately not the bounces they wanted to see, and that allows Aaron to recover it.
Yeah, Aaron kind of juking his way around. Game getting another nice long pass all the way down for the open three, but that one's going to just ding out. Eggnog counting their lucky stars there a little bit, buying him a little bit of extra time to get on this defensive. Game going to be able to walk this one up. Air braking again, a little bit slowing it down, taking his time, and kind of pump faking around to get that one right into the bottom of the goal. Very nice shot and just really, really good patience.
I definitely benefited from the mayhem. They're just, yeah, it can be a little tough assigning those players. Like, all right, I'm covering this guy, but if he moves, where do I go? And definitely, you can't make those mistakes against Game and Aaron, so they're definitely going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're always used to punishing that as hard as they possibly can. And Spank actually having a really nice opportunity here to take that one in, but it's just going to go slightly wide, and Game's going to be able to recollect that. But yeah, no kidding about that. They're really good at exploiting all the moves that you can do. And another long pass all the way down to an open goal. Jay trying to steeze it up a little bit and kind of take one of those 360 shots. Just not working out in his favor, but Game going to be there to recollect.
And I hear Game being pressured by Callan. Callan not taking the bait. Actually, good read on Callan, just waiting patiently. Not able to, causing some mayhem. And that's actually Game trying to lose possession of the disc. And now Callan going for a great clear here. Maybe going for a bounce shot from the ramp. Actually almost getting in. Fortunately, it's not going to get in. But no, the Snowflake actually missed the opportunity. And Bomber going for a fancy backboard shot. Unfortunately, off the mark.
Yeah, very similar to what we saw Aaron do earlier. And a very nice clear as well. And what Callan did earlier was absolutely perfect. But Aaron having an open goal, not going to let that one slip past him this time. Going to be cementing that one in, getting him up into their 14-point lead.
And yeah, now with 7 minutes gone, 8 and now 14-point lead. It's a high demand, but definitely possible. Yeah, just I think we all need Callan and Spank here to shoot their amazing three-pointers, and it's so tough against the players such as Game, Aaron, Phenom, and Wolf.
Yeah, exactly. And the defense from the Snowflakes has absolutely shut down those opportunities. As the disc bounce up off the top panel, Hyena going to be able to try to get that one in, and he does submit a nice 2-point goal, getting back on the board after a long kind of dry streak there. Very nice from Hyena. He's been doing an excellent job for them every time I see him when he gets the chance to have the disc.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, Spank just a little bit off that three-pointer shot. I'm pretty sure that was a shot there, bouncing it on the floor and almost making it in there. But again, Snowflake's on the offensive. Joust is going to opt in for the deep pass, almost completes it there. Spank is able to recover for his team and now going to look for the clear, juking out actually. Aaron going to go opt in for the midfielder, but Game already hiding, ready for that interception.
Yeah, and a very nice stop there from Spank, kind of a little back and forth. Callan going to be looking at an open goal. He's going to be taking it, but the speed of that stack already back there to collect that one once again. And kind of choker training the way around, juking out of the defense. I think somebody brought that up earlier about how they're... I think Dimwi was mentioning it, but oh man, that was actually a really close floor shot. But how they're using that Joker train to effectively kind of juke around some opponents and then break it off.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, it's so easy to use, especially if you know your enemy is not grabbing onto something, so you can just use anything to juke them. So that player will do.
Exactly. Hyena going to be trying to recollect this one, looking around for his pass options. It's going to be coming down into the trench. Bomber Blast taking a nice clear, going to be able to buy them some time, but Aaron's already going to be there first with a nice attempted back pass, going to be coming up off the frame. Hyena having a chance here. Aaron going to be trying to slap that one back to goal, getting a reset with Spank, or actually Callan going to be really recollect. Kind of some crazy play, kind of ending up the game. Aaron trying to take that long shot, going to be going just wide off the wall, but it's going to be coming right for Game as Stacks come back. Actually, a really nice stack there from Bomber and Callan. As Game jukes his way around with the air break again.
Does it one more time for the show.
He juked 3 players, break checked and jump or ducked. In his perspective, that's
yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've had my ankles snapped from Game too. So it's one of his specialities. And as they beat the QB there again, trying to get one more on the board before they end up walking away from this one. Game having another chance here, juking his way in, taking the backward shot. Callan is shutting that one down, doing a fantastic job in goal. But unfortunately, Aaron is in that lane where he tried to clear it, and he's going to be able to submit that one in for another 3.
Yeah, unfortunate clear for Callan there, and Aaron is going to correctly punish that. Here, I think this is going to be the end of round 2 and set here. Game is going to go towards the Snowflakes.
Yeah, and honestly, a very impressive game. The Eggnog Warriors did a fantastic job. Honestly, the points really just kind of ran away, and it doesn't show the capability of these players as much. Like, it's very easy to hide that, especially when you have Game and Aaron on a team together doing stuff like that. Their stacks, the speed. Yeah, the speed, the Joker train. It's so tough to deal with, and
Exactly.
honestly, an outstanding performance from both teams.
Actually, Palidore, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think, you know, much more comfortable feeling where Game and Aaron, certainly Wolf and Phenom for the Snowflakes in that one. You can see the stees coming out a bit, and as Andy alluded to, even me, who, you know, I've been playing a little bit here and there lately, you know, since the season ended, and I've already gotten my taste plenty of those moves from Game and Aaron. I don't care for it, but it's always impressive to watch. But yeah, it's that said, really
impressive to watch, and then it always hurts to experience.
yeah, exactly. I just say it half in jest. I mean, they're definitely, well, because Jokers. But anyways, they do it very well. And with that said, 19 and 13 points, undeniable, as well as 5 assists, so kind of mirroring each other there in that department and feeding off each other. Got 3 steals, 29 stuns for Aaron. Game with 22 stuns. Phenom contributing 3 points in there, as well as an assist and 13 stuns. And over on Wolf's side as well, 9 stuns and kind of holding that back line. For Eggnog's side was Bomber with the 4 points, bombing those ones in, 2 saves as well, 14 stuns. And then for Hyena Dragon, 5 points, 1 assist, 24 stuns. Spank had a couple of points, 3 apiece in assists and saves, and 18 stuns. And then Kellen with a couple points, 2 steals, and 19 stuns. Definitely popped off in that game we streamed a little while ago, but just held down a little bit more this time around. But that said, I do like that everyone on Eggnog's side too. They put in some points there, got several assists and some saves, kind of shared between the players. So good effort on their part. Definitely concur with what Andy and Skinny were saying on that end of things. But with that, anything else you guys want to add? Or otherwise, we do have a little bit of a charging break and caster's break of sorts coming up at just the same, and we'll have a continuation soon.
The only thing I gotta say is I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Bomber Blast and Hyena, both players that I haven't seen before, and definitely very competitive. I liked what I saw from those guys. They were both having clutch moments for their team, and so if they go back and watch, I just wanted to make sure those guys know, they did like an excellent job, especially for players that I haven't seen before, and the caliber that they were able to play at was honestly excellent.
Oh yeah, exactly. It goes back to I was saying, kind of a 50-50 split, it seems like, of recognizable players and newer players that I don't recognize as much in these cups and kind of all the regions really. And some huge hard-hitting names here, and master tier level players, and then seeing all these other players, they're hanging right with them and putting in some impressive work. So yeah, definitely good calls on that end. With that, I see Hasko in the chat saying stream stocking stuffers giveaway as soon as we return from the break, and some other prizes perhaps along the way. Again, shout out to Asterion Products for those 5 tier 1 community subs a while ago, and to everyone again for your continued engagement and support. See Bra Champion, Cosmic, Darth, as well as T-Tau, Archie, Julian. That's me. It's also you. And Super Buddy. So thank you guys for hopping in there. Having the time of my life. A lifetime. Who's also in the chat. But with that, we are going to take a brief little break, and we're going to be back soon. Wasn't that smooth, Ryder? All right, back to it. See you soon.
See you guys.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League Channel 1 here for the Snowflake Cup in North America. Thank you for your patience, and we're back after our intermission. A little bit of a recharging break, not only for the Quest users, but well, for the casters. And that said, on the casting booth, I'm Palidore, being rejoined here by Andy W. And how's it going, Andy?
It's going good. It's feeling nice and refreshed. Nice little break. I don't know how you do it for as long as you do. We got to give you big props for that.
Yeah, a little bit of endurance, but you know what? I think not nearly as much as it takes to play games like this. And oh my, the comms are blowing up in my ear right now as that shot misses.
Yeah, for a second there, you know, they're rocking out the headbutts. So Strem going to be taking it on top of the bubble and thinks a nice long two-pointer into the bottom of the pocket there. That's a very nice shot there to start off this game.
Yeah, gets it done quickly, and with that, the Ghost of Christmas Pass. Oop, as I noticed, I didn't here. Let me change that real quick. There you go. Ghost of Christmas Pass. Everything is correct on the overlays. Versus Copyright on the Orange team. Launching out here. Some very familiar faces, Andy. We were just discussing that. Kind of a stacked game.
Yeah, this is a very stacked deck. Very nice. Zenith actually kept his head. Not going to be able to put that one in. But some very familiar faces. We have Strem and Zenith from Kangarillas as well, and Oculasator stopping by from Spaghetti. And the Law, Dollar, and Fancy as well, all very familiar faces as Oculasator sinks a nasty three-pointer up from the top there, putting him up to a 5-point lead now as well.
Absolutely, and as Super Buddy there is pointing out, that is correct. Copyright did face this team yesterday. It was... Again, I think slightly different roster. Zenith wasn't on the team yesterday, that said, but yeah, they actually did face off in the first round of that match yesterday. It was actually one of my favorites of the day. It was almost like an all-star game with some of the things that we were seeing. Who am I missing? I think, wasn't Meatballer in that match, or was that a different one? Man, either way, the stacks continues more way than one as Allah looks to pass, but no, gets stunned.
Yeah, attempting to out-juke Oculasator there, and he's saying no way as he gets that cleared down all the way out to the bottom, but a very fast boost there from Doler and the Law, very impressive. Kind of bringing out some of those speeds we saw earlier, even from Joker, how they're just able to beat those discs all the way down to the end arena and beating out their opponent.
And Salty Raccoon getting it off there on the very nice pass, but look at the snag from Strambitsky. Save Bitsky bit by bit, doing the work. Now back over to Zenith. Zenith is going to take that shot. Oh! That's a goal.
That is quite the goal, right? Getting him up another 3 points and a very clean half court there from Xena.
That it was. And all kind of predicated on that save from Strambitsky. I know he's super known for his offensive skill set, but you know, be assured, he is very capable in the goal as well. In fact, you know, back when I was playing, I was definitely used to him stuffing some of our shots. So, you know, he can get it done as well inside there.
Yeah, Salty Raccoon trying to take a chance there as Law missing a smack, it looks like, but Fancy going to be able to recollect there, but Oculasator stuffing that, trying to take a long shot attempt for the mail slot all the way down. We're going to be just going low. And I feel like that's going to give us a quick little summary of what this game has come right there.
Yeah, I think so. And by the saying Gunslinger in there commenting. So yeah, if the comms are too loud for you guys, let me know. I know these are a very rambunctious bunch of players.
Yeah,
I say that in a good way.
Strem always has something fun to provide to in comms, so I always try to listen for him. But that backboard shot off the cone, disgusting. Right into the rim. Nothing you can really do about that one as it kind of just pockets as fast as you can. There's almost no way you can catch that.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, it's one thing if they kind of come right at the goalie, you know, in their center of mass, but if you are able to just paint those very tight corners, well, it's going to be a very tough kind of save. As 8-2 on the scoreboard goes favor of Christmas Pass. The Law, good stun.
Yeah, good stun indeed. Breaking up the play, but Oculasator going to be trying to get that one as it comes up off the top of his head. Cleared down into Ghost Christmas Pass bubble, but they're going to be boosting back and getting there in time for another clear right back downfield again.
Yeah, back and forth the full length of the arena, the headbutt attempt there. So I know I brought up Meatball earlier. He had 2 headbutt threes yesterday, which was insane. And that goal rolled right off the dome. It looks like a Vanzy.
Yeah, nice shot straight to the face. But Yeah, that's actually kind of interesting. I don't know if I saw that. I'm gonna have to go back and try to look at that for Meatball. I talked to him about it.
Strem and I were casting